Heyo, hello, how is everyone? I play more car game. I'm gonna drive car. I enjoy car. You wanna see? Can I just view my background? There's gotta be a way to just view the background, right? Oh, maybe there's not. Like, come on, it's giving me my... Giving me like a little showcase of my MIATA in the background. Do you see my MIATA back there? My MIATA? Ooh, look at that little guy. Oh well. Why would I want to buy a new car when I have MIATA? We love MIATA. Okay. We're gonna go ahead and drive. We're gonna start driving. You wanna see a little MIATA pop up? Pop-ups, you know, little MIATA pop-ups, go poppy-uppy. Oh! Look at him! He's such an epic little guy! Yo, somebody else is... sitting on top of me. You are here! Did you see his pop-ups? Hold on, can I re-enter my own house? Give me a sec. Yes, I can. You want to see? I hope it'll do it again. I actually don't know if it'll play the little cutscene again. You were on TikTok. Why were you on TikTok? TikTok is for... Anyways. Please do the hype reel again. Yeah! Look at him! Look at how epic he thinks he is. Look at that goofy little guy. Look at that goofy little guy. I will not acknowledge that last statement. He thinks he's so cool. Ooh, not well. Why would you do this to me, Strawberry? Why would you do this? Look at him, he's hitting a whole 80 miles per hour. He's so fast. He's so speedy, 90 miles per hour, the fastest. Now I am going to just turn around real quick. That was a full 180. I wanted to actually just turn around, but I guess that works. Try that again. I kind of did what I wanted. Well, that would be because he's got a little bitty V4 engine in him. Or, sorry, I4. It's not a V. I keep saying that. It's not a V at all. It's an inline 4. And a silly little 5-speed transmission. I'm not sure what I'm supposed to be doing, by the way, or what I should be doing. I guess supposed to be doing is the wrong word for that, but... There seems to be a racetrack right here, so let's see what that's all I was doing some stuff on my own, and I started to get a better feel for some of my cars. Unfortunately, the cars I like don't seem to keep up well with other cars, which is quite frustrating. And then the game has the nerve to, like, be like, oh, do you want to decrease the difficulty because you keep losing? And I'm like, no, I want you to let me tune my Shelby. Like, I have noted it does change what cars are, what other cars the NPCs are driving in order to match more what I'm driving as well, right? So, like, if you look around me, this is a bunch of other classic cars. But, they tend to outpace me anyway. Which is, quite frustrating. The Shelby also does not corner. Like, at all. Mustangs are not known for that in general. They're known for being good at one thing, and that's going very fast in a straight line. Ah! As you can see, it does not like to turn. At least I'm keeping up in 4th, though. That's good. You can see I'm starting to get a bit of a better handling, but it's still a struggle. Man, I'm trying to read chat, but I think you can understand. I think it's understandable that driving and reading chat is a little bit difficult to do at the same time. I'm trying. I'm trying. It's not going well, though. Ooh, come on. You can turn, buddy. Thank you. Somehow I kind of feel like learning to gear shift better would also help me a good bit. Ooh. I am in 3rd. That is pretty good. Oh, come on, buddy. Oh, don't spin. That's gonna ruin it. Oh, well. I tried to do something and I was punished for it. Tried to hit an epic drift and I was punished very sorely. I need to practice my drifts. These things are not known for being able to turn very well, so I either need to slow down more going into these corners, or I need to figure out how to drift better. I should probably just slow down more going into some of these corners. And maybe not ride the wall like that, though, to be fair, I have seen an epic moment in, I'm pretty sure it was a NASCAR race. I'm maybe misremembering that, but it was a professional race where a guy just slammed into the sidewall and floored it. And won. It was pretty epic. Ow. I'm in 5th now, which is not the best, but, Oh, come on. The best would be 1st. And don't worry, Strawboyery, I will read up on how you have no idea what I'm talking about in a second and give you a proper response. But Now I'm trying to figure out how to actually turn the car that's not known for turning well. Oh, come on. Why is everyone... See what I mean? Like, right at the last lap, they all just somehow got faster than me. What are you doing? What? I did not push the home button. Crying out loud. My hands are nowhere near that button. I don't know what just happened. Ugh. Alright. Well, if I don't understand pretty much anything you're saying, but I suppose I support it regardless. Well, thank you for supporting it regardless. Feel free to ask me questions about anything you're saying. I can probably explain it better, assuming I know what I'm talking about. Well, I don't mind reading and driving, but when I'm driving at like 60 miles per hour, it can be a little bit tricky to actually do both. You're a loser. Yeah. How do you like that? Doctors are going tomorrow? That's good. So your doctor came back from vacation? Man, why is chat bullying each other? Also, hi Clipsy, how are you? I'm gonna do that again. Oh, you weren't calling me a loser? Oh, that's good to know. Yeah, you should specify, because I thought you were talking to me. Yeah, I cannot figure out how to... Like, I do need to stress this, right? These cars specifically, the Mustangs in general, are known for not cornering well. That's something I've never gotten a chance to actually drive one of these. This car I'm driving right now in real life is a $300,000 car. You don't do this with them anymore, right? If you actually have one of these, and it looks like mine does here, you are keeping this thing pristine. You're not doing this, right? But, you know, the people that have driven them, I've heard pretty much unanimously that they don't take corners. So, trying to figure out how to get it to not just go straight at the wall there is a pretty unanimous struggle when it comes to these cars. Look, I figured it out. I just have to hit someone else's car. That was a much better corner. Better, not great, but better. There we go. Still only third place, and I'm waiting for everybody else to speed up because they like to do that. Oh, come on. Believe it or not, I am actually pushing the stick as far right as I can go. It just doesn't want to turn because it's a Shelby. I did manage to work up to second place, though. That's awesome. Thank you for helping me turn. Look, I'm in first now because he helped me keep on track. Isn't that awesome? Ah, shoot. Okay. I think I missed... No, I didn't miss that checkpoint. I really thought I missed that checkpoint. And that would have ruined the entire run. Yeah. Come on. Let's get that speed back up. I think I figured out the pro strat, guys. I think the pro strat is just crash into my opponent. I'm actually in first. Check that out. I managed to make it to first place. Start your bets now on how long that's gonna last. I need to remember to breathe. I'm not doing that very well. I should maybe also look up some info on, like, shifting gears. Oh, come on. Don't do this to me. No! I am gonna shove you. Well, I think that guy's also in a Shelby. If that guy's also driving a Shelby, then absolutely I should be able to win these in a Shelby. Okay, that was a better corner. I've still got a decent bit of track left, and this is going to be one of the tighter turns coming up. Oh my gosh. I'm not going to say anything till I cross that finish. Guys. This is my first win. In a stock Shelby. So I am just bad. Look, the guy who was second place was also in a 67 Shelby. We did it. I know why I keep losing. It's because I keep hitting the walls. I figured it out. Well, I'm offline. So I'm always against racers that should, in theory, be at the same exact skill level as they always are, because I'm playing offline. I'm just playing with AI. I'm not good enough to play online. Alright, I'm not a loser, Clipsy, you're a loser. Haha. Epic comeback. You're going to a different doctor across the city? Oh, I'm sorry. Uma Mustang. Uma Mustang. Uma Mustang. Uma Mustang. That's a great idea. I wonder if this game lets you, like, do custom wraps. Honestly, genuinely, I'm not sure how I would get to your funeral. I have no idea how I would get there. I'm in the Americas, and I can't afford a plane. Oh, I'm going to tell a bit of a story, right? So, I work, right? And work sucks. So, I've been drinking these here energy drinks because I make poor life decisions, right? So, I've got this ghost. I've got a Warheads ghost, right? I grabbed the watermelon Warheads flavored ghost, right? I have been putting these off because I like sour, but sour is sour. So I've been putting off trying these because Warhead, right? So I finally try one, I crack it open, I take a sip, and I just get the overwhelming sense of disappointment because the roof of my mouth is still intact. It tastes like a Warhead, but it only tastes like a Warhead after you've sucked off the sour coating, and you're just left with just the hard candy left, which still tastes great. I still think it tastes really good. Like, they nailed the Warhead's flavor. It just doesn't have that intense sour that Warheads are known for, because they simulated basically the taste of the hard candy, but not the taste of the exterior, you know, citric acid coating. Okay, Strawberry. Okay. You used to eat lemons as a child? Same. And yeah, I should buy some lemons sometime soon. Yeah, they're not as sour as the candy, which made me really sad. It still tastes good. Just, you know. I want to drive my Shelby around a little bit. I love my MIATA, of course. MIATA's beautiful. He is an angel.
To a head-to-head.
Huh? Sure. Whoop. Epic recovery. Sounds like that guy. I gotta say too, right? Like, the game started me with, like, supercars, right? I'm gonna say something crazy, maybe. There are skill points? Maybe I should check out what those actually do for me. Yeah, I'm not happy that the game started me with a Corvette. I'm not sure if I mentioned this before, and I already knew it did this because, like, I've seen, believe it or not, other people complain about the fact that the game starts you with supercars. But, well, I mean, Corvette's not... Anyways, never mind. The thing is, like... Bump. Sorry. Not really sorry, but... The thing is, it handed me a very fast car with good handling as, like, the first thing it gave me, right? So it's like... Where's the fun in that? Like, starting off with what really should be, like, late-game vehicles? It should start me off with stuff more like some of the classic cars. The stuff that's still cool and fun to drive, but, like, doesn't have the same kind of horsepower, doesn't have the same kind of handling, is meant for, like, different circuits. You know, the stuff with slower engines. I want to be able to drive my MIATA and, like, actually have fun. Awesome drift, sure, buddy. Sure. Cool. Nyum. Cool. See, I kind of initiated the drift there, but I let off on too much of my throttle. Regained traction on those rear wheels, messed up the whole drift. I should go do an actual race, but cargo vroom, you know? Yeah. XP sign right here somewhere. Oh, there it is. XP board, XP sign, same thing. Yeah, there's like skill points and levels and stuff, and I've just been going zoom and ignoring like all of that. I should probably slam on my brakes so I can check chat. Let's clear this tunnel first. Let me see if I can't, like... Well, I kind of got a drift going through the tunnel. I think I need to be less scared of that, of doing that. That's what I need to be less scared of doing. Like, throwing out the back. Because that's how you really initiate a drift, to my understanding. And I need to know, this is definitely something I've never done in real life. But you kind of gotta, you throw the back out like that, let it, like, lose traction, and then keep riding that throttle so that you can get that, maintain that slide. So it's a modulation of your throttle to keep from, like, just spinning a 180. But also to not, like, lose that loss of traction so that you straighten back out. And I don't really understand that. I've heard it said. I've watched it done. I don't understand how it feels. There's also, of course, the method of I pull my handbrake, and I don't know how that feels in real life. But if you do that in here, I'm going to demonstrate it on this turn that's coming up. If I do that here where I pull the handbrake, look what happens to the car. It goes sideways very quickly, and I've lost control of it. I'm going to slam on the brakes. There we go. So that's what happens when I, excuse me, why are you not going backwards? Thank you. I put you in reverse. There we go. Alright, I'm gonna catch up on chat real quick. Let me see. You get less candy so you don't end up with diabetes and all of your toe beans fall off? I suppose. I don't. I don't eat so much candy that I have to worry about diabetes. Probably. You should probably eat vegetables. See, vegetables are important to eat because vegetables help you poop better. I disagree. I don't think I should brake more. At all. At all, at all. So, do you know what drifting is? Because I could break down all of these little things to the best of my ability. You know, I'm only going to be able to do so much in terms of explaining a lot of this stuff. You despise vegetables? Well, that just means you don't know how to prepare them, probably. Or, like, what vegetables to even, like, consume. I love these cars, by the way. Look how pretty this is. Let me just pull over a bit so I can mess with my camera. Let me just drive through this fence real quick. Because I can. Alright. And because they reward me for it. Look at these cars. Like, obviously it's dinged up because I just drove it through a fence that they reward me for driving it through. But, oh, I love these so much. Look at that fastback design. I love the classic fastback look. What a cool car. I want one, but this is a $300,000 car. You know what I can get? You know what car I can get for $300,000 that objectively performs better? I can get a Lamborghini. You can get, like, poverty spec Lamborghinis for $300,000. But man, I want one of these so much anyway. Obviously, I don't have $300,000 to buy one. I can probably find some cheaper, to be fair, but, like, the one I found when I was poking around was $300,000. But what a pretty car. Potatoes are vegetables, and potatoes are great. You know drifting? You've played GTA before? Well, GTA's drifting is probably easier than drifting here, I need to note. But still. Most foods are evil? I disagree. Most foods are evil and disgusting. The only thing that won't kill me is Nutella. That tells me that you have never had my mom's cooking. If most foods are evil and want to kill you, then you're bad at cooking. I like most foods, and to be fair, some of them still want to kill me, but I eat them anyway. Potatoes are good. Potatoes are potatoes good for you? I think potatoes are probably good for you. I enjoy potatoes, and there's a lot of ways to prepare potatoes, so potatoes are always great. Good times. Nutella is also good. There's a lot you can do with Nutella. Love this car. Waffles and ice cream and Nutella and sprinkles. Well, that's good. See, you're getting your dairy. You're getting your daily dairy from your ice cream. Nutella has hazelnut in it, which has protein. Cocoa, what is the benefits of cocoa? It tastes good. Do you have the clothes and food are evil kind of autism? Yeah, I'm familiar with that kind of autism. I don't really have that autism. I'm not the biggest fan of, that was gonna sound wrong. I definitely have my moments with some clothing. It depends on the day, though. Sometimes I'm okay, and then sometimes, like, my shirt is uncomfortable, and it sucks, and I hate living. So that's a little bit weird. I don't know what's up with that. I'm just proud you can eat tofu. You're doing your best here. I'm not gonna do. No, I will cut you no slack. I will instead cut you some veggies because veggies are tasty. Get some veggies with some ranch. It's always a good time. Tofu can be really good too if you know how to prepare it. Like tofu, because tofu is a pretty blank canvas kind of food. But that means there's a lot of interesting recipes you can, like, mix it into for some really good effect. Like, I know it can be great with, ranch. Ranch is super American, very much so, for sure. You eat tofu but not veggies? Tofu is weird to me, and I'm not autistic. Tofu? Well, okay, so, like, Clipsy, tofu is not only really versatile, but there's also a couple like different like textures you can get tofu in because there's firmer and softer tofu. So again, there's a lot you can do with it. My favorite like tofu dish I had once was like this spicy chicken and tofu soup because the tofu absorbed all of the broth of the soup and was like these little spice balls. Well, not balls, they were cubes, but it was really good. I am not going to quit spinning. You're just gonna spew. I'll have to see if I have a tiny little triangular plastic cup for you to, or paper cup for you to spew into. I would like you to not spew on the interior of my nice 1967 Shelby GT500. I don't know what that is. I have no idea what ARF... What? Did it just try to disconnect me? Screw you, game. I think it just tried to disconnect me for inactivity, as it... Apparently spinning my camera is not enough activity for them. How dare. I gotta do... There's like a rally race I should do with this thing. I wanted to drift. It didn't work. That's fine. Oh, wait, there was one of those things behind me. Hold up. Yeah! 180! Successful 180 turn! Hi, Junie. Hold up. Let me break real quick so I can actually read chat. Hello, how are you? What do you mean? I'm not gonna make everybody leave stream. I already stopped. If you try to make me catch up, I'll throw up. What? Done so every single time I've had ketchup. Why? That's fascinating to me. I mean, that's not what. Anyways, no, that's interesting though. I heard you were late, so you decided to be even later. Hello, how are you? Yeah, that's fair. I'm doing great. I just won. You missed it, but I won my first race finally. It turns out I did just suck. I was getting a little bit frustrated playing before because, like, as you can see, I purchased the DLC for my 1967 Shelby GT500. Look at my beautiful... Well, I mean, it was more beautiful until I crashed it into a bunch of trees and fences, which they reward me for doing, by the way. But look at my beautiful Shelby GT500. It's 1967 Shelby GT500. Isn't it wonderful? I'm going to start spinning again. Flipsy's very upset with me for doing that. ARFID is essentially just a restricted eating disorder where specific foods are almost inedible to you due to anxiety or mouthfeel or trauma. Oh, okay. Well, that sucks. So I'm assuming you have that problem then if you're bringing it up. Yeah, I can understand why that would make a lot of foods a lot more evil. Can you... I think you can say Junie. I think Junie just goes by Junie, right? Can't have ARFID and you won't drink orange juice due to a time you threw it up and it slipped on it as a kid. Ooh, that's gross. Yeah, I can understand not enjoying orange juice after that experience, actually. Yeah, I genuinely can't tell you if... I mean, to be fair, I only just learned what that disorder is today, so... Also, the game tried to disconnect me earlier because I guess sitting here for like 15 minutes doing this doesn't count as activity. So it was like, we're going to disconnect you now. And I'm like, are you kidding me? I'm spinning my camera. Is that not enough activity for you? Let me just sit in nature with my 1967 Shelby GT500. Why can't I just sit in nature with my 1967 Shelby GT500? I love this car. I want one. Look, I'm just saying, if I ever win the lottery, there will be signs. It will be a 1967 Shelby GT500. Those will be the signs. Oops. See, this is why I can't read chat and drive at the same time. But also, look, it gives me points for doing this. See the points it's giving me for running through the... Like, why is it giving me points for this? Look, I am bashing up a $300,000 classic car, and it's rewarding me for it. This is not how you use these cars. This is what the Bronco is for. Because nobody cares about Broncos. Like, why does it give me a Bronco as, like, the starting off-roader? Where's my Jeep? Where's my, like, Land Rover? No, it's gonna give me a Bronco. And I can tell you why. It's because sponsors. I mean, let's be honest here. Racing games like these are glorified car commercials. I'm not complaining about that, because I get to drive my 1967 Shelby GT500. A car I will never own in real life, because they go for like $300,000. For a car that performs worse than a Lamborghini that I could also buy for $300,000. No, it's not about performance. I would still own this over the Lamborghini. I'm just saying, like, they're only that price because it's a 1967 Shelby GT500. It's got nothing to do with what it's actually built out of. It's because it's a classic car, and this was the first year that they made this car, was the 1967. Actually, if you get a 1969 Shelby GT500, it only goes for, like, $100,000 instead of $300,000. So it really is the 67 is that expensive for being a 67. That being said, like I said earlier, I'm sure you can find them cheaper. It's just the ones I saw when I was poking around were $300,000. Somehow Mexico's okay with this, by the way. These games are silly. I should do an actual race. I've just been doing this for, what, 30 minutes of this? It's probably not 30 minutes, but it feels like 30 minutes. Oh, I want to hit that so much. I'm gonna go stop real quick so I can read chat. Alright. Oh gosh, people have been chatting and now I gotta catch up. You taught yourself to drink water. It's been standing on my desk for hours. Everybody clap. Yay! See, I drink liquid death. I actually drink water. I'm lying to you. I also drink liquid death, but I will drink actual just water. Oh, I have to make the card you do. Okay, hold up. Give me a sec. I can do that, actually. Okay, maybe this wasn't the spot to do that, actually. Give me a minute. Give me a second. You know what? There's a nice open field out here. Let me just, real quick, just... Yeah! There we go. My poor Shelby. Oh wait, this is a way for me to stand in one spot while the game doesn't kick me for an activity. Alright, let me see. Alright. You can't drink water. Oh yeah, but your problem is the tap water. The chemical, or the... Well, I guess chemicals. The chemicals and minerals and whatnot in the tap water. So, like, that's, you know... That's its own problem, so to speak. The tea is really good, though. I drink a good bit of tea. Like Bronchiosaurus? No, like the car brand, Bronco. Drink normal water lock at work from a very specific bottle that keeps it cold. Warm water, ick, only cold water. This is actually super fair. Like, I'm used to drinking warm water from, like, you know, camping and stuff like that. So, like, I've definitely just learned to deal with it. But cold water is definitely the preference. Believe it or not, I drink a lot of Monster at work. So, yeah. A little chai Kool-Aid mix in water to make yourself drink it. That's perfectly fair if that's what you need to do to drink water, honestly. Yeah, what do you mean warm water tastes like tea? I disagree with you. That's gross. Warm water is weird, but it's good for your throat. That is true. What do you mean I'm doing great? What? Tea is better for your throat. Yeah, especially if you get like a nice like... Oh, chamomile's always nice. If you have like a lemon tea, like lemon ginger, and you put a little bit of honey in that's pretty good for your throat. Yeah, like Clipsy said, tea with honey. Put the bee vomit in your body. Bee vomit tastes yummy. What do you mean you don't like normal tea? What even does normal tea mean? There's so many kinds of tea. I would argue chamomile tea is still normal tea. I'm assuming by normal tea you mean like black tea derivatives. You want to get some chamomile lavender tea and see if it helps you sleep better? That's not a bad idea, actually. What do you mean I'm doing a terrible job? I'm not even sure what I'm doing a good or terrible job at, I want to be clear. I'm just reading chat and doing donuts. Chamomile makes you feel less anxious. It doesn't make me sleepy. It still helps with bed. That's interesting. I haven't had a lot of... let me think. What do I normally drink? I guess a lot of black teas. I do really like my green tea. Green tea is yummy. Green tea is probably one of my favorites. But I think most of the tea I have lying around is black tea. But that's also because I get kind of picky when it comes to green tea. I like the more expensive stuff. I don't mind cheap-ish black teas. But when it comes to green tea, I prefer it to be loose leaf, nicer teas. Oh, I do not take sleep meds. To be fair, I don't need them. Clipsy probably needs them more than I do, but I just don't put meds in me, like, at all. I'm not a fan of black tea. That's interesting. That's fair, though. Green is great. Green is good. I don't think I've had a lot of chamomile. I've definitely had chamomile, but it's not what I keep stocked most. I usually keep greens and blacks stocked the most. Oolong's good. Jasmine is good. Chai just means tea. So when you say chai tea, you're saying TT. What was that? Oh! Right. There's different camera angles. You can drive first person. What? Why would you do this to me? That's so disorienting. I don't like that at all. That's looking back. But, like, ugh. So that's as far as I can naturally just look without it weirding out my camera. I do not like that. I can look farther back in real life, There is a rear window, believe it or not. I don't like that. Oh, this just got rid of, like, the steering wheel. That's such a weird angle. You like my, my dash cam, angle? My dash cam camera angle? What an interesting camera angle. I love the way the hood looks from this angle, though, to be fair. Like, the hood looks really nice. This is a little disorienting, though. I don't actually like driving from this angle. I'm gonna try and, like... There should be a trail, like, right there. Oh, I needed to start my counter steering sooner. Yeah, there's like a little trail right here. This is what, like, car videos look like. They're from this angle. Because they literally, like, will mount a camera, like, right... It's usually, like, right on the dash, looking out the windshield, but it gives you this basic camera angle. I'm sure some people do, like, fixed cameras to the exterior of the car right at the top of the hood as well, to get this kind of look. This does look great. Anyway, did I mention that these games are just glorified car commercials? Because they are absolutely glorified car commercials. I should grab my MIATA again. I want to drive my MIATA. Why am I, like, spinning out so much easier? What happened? I wonder if I messed up my tires. Like, I genuinely don't know if this game has tire wear as a mechanic. I have no clue. But doing those donuts would potentially ruin my tires. Alright, I'm going to check out this chat again real quick. There we go. Thank you, Tree. You only like sweet strawberry tea? I think I have some decent strawberry... I have had some decent strawberry teas. I don't think I currently have any. I might. I'd have to check my cabinet. You're very afraid of eating strawberries? Why are you afraid of eating strawberries? What am I wearing? Well, what I'm actually wearing is I'm wearing... I don't know if I can check it in here. I don't think I can. I think I actually have to go back to my garage to check what I'm actually wearing. Yeah, I think I have to go back to my garage. But, like, trust me, nothing I can get is really, anything noteworthy in terms of drip. It's all pretty bad. But what I'm wearing right now is I've got a... Where are my arms? There are my arms. I've got a, it's just a racing suit. It's a racing jumpsuit. That is, you know, America racing jumpsuit. So it's basically an American team race suit. It's not for drip. It's for representing my nation in racing events, because this is a sport. So, but, like, it's the only thing I have that doesn't look absolutely awful. There still really isn't anything much to write home about in terms of outfits at all, though. They're not great. They are not great. What are we hate criming you with? I'm a little bit lost. These games are why you get a Subaru. Yeah, that's fair. I have no interest in a Subaru because their engines blow up or something. Instead, I want a MIATA. I want the MIATA. Yeah, I know a lot of people really like the sportier Subarus. I need to kind of look into Subarus a little bit. The stereotype is that they always blow up. I don't know how much is actually Subaru engines liking to blow up or people liking to turbocharge their engines and push them way too hard, resulting in them catching on fire. Because that can happen too. Subaru, I want you to know that every single time I see a Subaru at work, I go, Subaru, with nobody to hear me say it. Americans have to wear their flags so they don't forget where they're from. Incorrect. We have to wear our flags so that everyone else doesn't forget where we come from. Because America! Hoorah! Oh. Oh, look at that. That looks nice. Give me a game that has the Akira, like, tail light. You know? You know what I mean? The Akira tail light effects? That's what I want. Clipsy calls you a flag. You've never heard they blow up before? Yeah, that I hear that constantly. Keep in mind, like, I watch a lot of, like, content from, like, car guy channel, like, people who do mod are active in the modding scene. So, like, a lot of the like, stereotypes. Oh, actually, you know what? There's another stereotype I know. They're known for being one of the most reliable cars. I have definitely not heard that about Subarus. I hear that about Toyotas. I hear that about Toyota and Honda. I have not heard Subarus are reliable. The two stereotypes I've heard about Subarus are that the engines. Oh, actually, there's one stereotype I've heard about the cars themselves, and that's that the engines blow up. But again, I 100% believe that's because people who buy Subarus are supercharged or turbocharging them without actually knowing what they're doing and killing their cars, right? But the two stereotypes I've heard about Subaru drivers is that they all are obnoxious people who vape or that they're all lesbians. Those two stereotypes come from either the car guy community or the general driver stereotype. So I think that's quite funny that those are two very, well, maybe not very different groups of people, but yeah, the differences between the two groups of stereotypes are really funny to me. Being safe in accidents, that part I can't comment on. I never pay attention to anything about safety. I just like crashing cars. Uh, Uma Musume. Why are we bringing up Uma Musume? I would love to put Uma Musume decals on my Mustang. That would be awesome, but I don't know if I can do that. Flag is my new favorite slur. I'm gonna start using that from now on. You can't call CPS out in space. Ha ha ha, they can't get to you before I warp to another system. Lesbians who vape? Yeah, I mean, that is definitely a community of people. I do not love vaping. Not a fan. You're not a lesbian, but you're not straight? I don't know if that means you fall into the stereotype or not. That that might not sure. If you vape, you definitely fall into one of those stereotypes though, that's for sure. Purple hair equals close enough. All right. All right. Um Vaping is delicious and yummy. Yeah, it also like lacerates your lungs. So like, yeah, not a fan of that. Which I think it's so stupid that people like, you know, when vaping was becoming a thing, people were all like, "Oh, it's the you know, the safer version of smoking," and it's like you're putting a foreign body into your lungs. That's obviously not good for you. Like, come on, I don't understand why we had to wait a couple years for it to come out that it was doing bad things to your lungs. Now, whether or not it's worse for your lungs or not, I can't comment on because I didn't actually read those studies. I saw some people claiming it was, but like I said, I didn't read the studies. I definitely feel like I'm slipping more. I think I must have destroyed my tires doing those donuts earlier. Because this feels way less controllable than it was earlier. I should go find an actual race to do. Purple hair equals ditto, obviously. Obviously, yeah. Purple hair might be non... Yeah, no, I've lost the plot now, too. I have no idea where... I have no clue. You can definitely put Uma Musume... If there is 5, there's absolutely both Uma and Hololive liveries for a lot of cars. Let's go. That actually makes me quite happy. I'm gonna have to look into Umaing up my car. Or Gudaing up my car. That's an option too. I am not PayPaling you money. I do not have 1,000 euros or whatever your Canadian cash is. I have 20 bucks. And I need that for lunch tomorrow. Speaking of Ditto, how's that Pocopia going? I heard that it's a good game or something. I don't know. I don't pay attention to video games anymore. I like the ones that came out 30 years ago. Oh, let me go find a race to actually join. I want to break that. We're going to break that first, and then I'm going to go find a race to join. Yeah, why are you drifting like that? It doesn't want to drive straight. It doesn't want to drive straight anymore, and it's slipping way more easily than it was before. I must have messed something up. Like, I must have, like... Do you see that? Like, it is way less control. I definitely messed up the car doing donuts. This is awesome. Like, I cannot drive worth anything anymore. It was definitely not this bad earlier. That's awesome. Like, hold up. Do you see that? I'm not touching the stick. I'm not touching the stick right now. It just... It keeps trying to go right. So either there's something wrong with my stick, or I broke my car. Sorry. Wasn't my fault. I was trying to drive straight. Alright, where's that board? I wish to smash it with my car.
Your destination.
Oh, oh, oh. I think I need to fix my car. Something tells me it'll probably be fixed if I go through a loading screen. There it is. Got it. Alright. I'm gonna catch up on chat real quick. There's a Gura and an Ame for the Ford van, I'm pretty sure. Nice. Yeah, Canadian. Are you telling me you're not from Canada? Coco allows me to live my dreams being an adorable, all-powerful, genderless blob in control of a society of cute Pokemon babies. Nice. I'm a big fan of the fact that apparently in JP, Bulbasaur talks like a Gyaru girl. That resulted in a lot of Gyaru fan art of Bulbasaur. That was... I like that a lot. Your fantasy is also to care for Pokemon babies. You know, that makes me think, why do we not have, like, a Pokemon daycare game? Like, imagine Nintendogs, but it's Pokemon. That should be a thing. In your rage-baiting era, I'm pretty sure that's your entire existence. Let me go find a race.
Horizon Arcade will begin shortly. Good luck.
Let me go find a master race real quick. Strawberry would know all about those. I want to drive my Miata. I'm gonna drive my Miata in the next race. Alright, I forgot about that. One of these days I'm gonna remember that Strawberry is Jewish. And I'm gonna make the same jokes anyway. You know what's great? This car is so much easier to drift in now that I ruined the tires. Like, watch this. Oh, wait, no, never mind. Oh, here we go. Here's another curve. Are you ready? Are you ready? Watch this. Let's go! That was actually pretty clean. I'm quite happy that I didn't just do another 180. I don't like the way that shifted. It felt a little weird. She won't. She'll forget. Why, yes, I am texting while driving. How did you know, officer? I'm getting a lot better at my throttle control. Now that I'm remembering that throttle control is something I'm capable of doing in this game. I'm actually, like, loosening up on my gas pedal, like, pushing at different rates and whatnot. Going off the road anyway. Oversteering, throwing myself into a crazy fishtail. Yeah, I'm a good driver. I drive just like all the guys that drive. I'm a Mustang driver, guys. I'm a classic Mustang driver. Watch me. Check me out. Watch me fishtail. I'm like every classic. Ah, look at me. I'm doing Mustang things. I'm doing Mustang things, guys. I know how to drive a Mustang. Confirmed. Junie knows Junie's owned Mustangs. This is why I want a Miata.
Turn around when it is safe to do so.
When it's safe to do so, you don't know me, Miss GPS. Also, why are you telling me to turn around when the GPS says I should be going in the direction I'm going in? GPS is getting a little confused. Yeah, you think you usually ride Mustangs? Clearly, you're not familiar with Mustangs. He was behind a Mustang that was driving slow, and it was the one time I was mad they weren't the stereotype. Nice. But when I used to have a Mustang, I would fishtail it by accident. Junie knows. Junie's familiar with the Mustang. This is why you don't give kids Mustangs, by the way. Like, unironically, this is why they're known as kid killers. You know, it is a, you know, if you're getting poverty spec Mustang, you're getting a V6. If you're getting an actual Mustang, you're getting a V8. It's a V8 rear-wheel drive vehicle. You know, it's not the easiest thing to drive. You hand this to a kid that has barely any driving experience, guess what they're going to do with it? They're going to slam on the gas too hard, fishtail out, and kill themselves. It's a much more common occurrence than people realize, or, well, not even that people realize, it has an entire stereotype. It's a much too common thing to happen, specifically because the Mustang is a relatively inexpensive muscle car, right? The Mustang is the poverty muscle car. So, you know, teenagers buy them as their first car, don't know how to drive it, and hurt themselves. Personally, I've never driven a real one, because cars are very expensive, and I haven't had the luxury of owning the car I would like to. I gotta plug my controller in. I've only owned, like, essentially hand-me-down cars. I've always wanted a Mustang. I'm definitely going to focus on the Miata, because quite frankly, my Miata is going to be easier to learn stick on. I do still want a Mustang, but I also really want a Miata.
Sharp left.
and I got the idea of buying a MIATA in my head, and it won't leave my head. So I'm gonna buy a MIATA.
Turn sharp left.
Turn sharp left. I don't know what you're saying because my little mini-map is telling me to go where I'm going, which is not, in fact, a sharp left. Let me just take a sharp right real quick, though, so I can... Woo, oh, that didn't quite do what I wanted it to. That's fine.
You have arrived at your destination.
That was cool. I do wish I had, like, a full sim setup, though, just so I had an actual, like, gearbox to shift. I would like to actually have a shifter. Just because, like, it's easier for me to tell what gear I'm in if I have an actual shifter in front of me that actually, like, goes into first and second and whatever. But I digress. Let me catch up on chat real quick. Uh-oh. Fishtailing. Trying to clean your room while watching this, and as I started getting into the mental zone to do it, I knocked a perfume bottle on my foot. Oof, that doesn't sound fun. You're now injured. How bad injured? Just like hurt injured or injured? Because that could potentially be a lot worse, or not as... You smell smoke in your room. Yeah, that's not good. Maybe figure out where that's coming from. Hopefully it's not coming from your vape, because that can happen. It's not on purpose. Well, at least it's not on purpose. Yeah, believe it or not, some of us don't want to see you die, so that would be unfortunate. You're now icing it? That's good. That'll help swell, and you already know that. I don't need to explain. Basic first aid. More people need to know basic first aid, though. SIGs are gross, I agree. Sad news is you have a deadline tomorrow for getting your room clean because people are coming to inspect the apartment. Oh, yeah, that sucks. Well, I hope for you that your room's not too bad. I know mine I would not be able to clean in a night at all. It's a nightmare. It's an absolute nightmare. I really need to work on it. Constant teenagers with cars freaks you out. Yeah, so, like, most people start driving at, like, 16. That's when people start getting their licenses. Didn't spill? That's good. You don't own any perfume over like $20? Where do you get your perfume from? I don't know of perfumes that are under like $80. Wait, what are we biting? Are you biting Junie's foot? I fail to see how that's gonna help. You steal from your friends? Yeah, I guess that's better than owning your own vape, but still. You have a gas leak. Yeah, that's not good. You should probably deal with that. Gas leak is super dangerous. Like, gas itself can be, like, lethal, but, like, also that, you know, the potential for combustion from a gas leak is really not good. The room is a nightmare, but they told us today that they are coming tomorrow to inspect it. I don't get home from work till 8. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Yeah, energy drinks help, I suppose, in this case. If drunk responsibly. At least help you get the kick to get through everything. Cheap perfumes are 20. I don't know where one goes to buy cheap perfumes, honestly. Bath and Body Works. Oh, yeah, right. That makes sense. Or Target. Yeah, I don't go into Bath and Body Works very often. To be fair, I don't buy perfumes often either. I have like a bottle of cologne that cost me, what, $120, I think? And that's it. That's my one cologne. I just have that one, and I have used very little of it. And perfumes that smell like cherry and strawberry. Oh, that sounds nice. And then one singular manly musky man scent. I have one manly whatever, man smell. It's actually not that musky, which is why I still, like, enjoy it. I'm not a big fan of the super musky smells. That's why I don't own a lot of... That's part of why I don't own a lot of other cologne. Apart from, you know, actually being really picky about stuff and liking things that are expensive. You can get cologne anywhere, or perfume anywhere, it's just not necessarily good. Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. Your cologne from your grandpa that died before you were even born. That's interesting. Floral vanilla is always nice. I'm a fan of, like, floral vanillas. I like cherry blossom. Cherry blossom is one of my... It's a very, like, gentle scent, but I'm a big fan of the cherry blossom smell. I think it's good. There was one cologne I kind of wanted that had, like, notes of, like, pine and spices. That was really good. Your deodorant is neutral flavored, non-binary, if you say so. I need to find an actual neutral deodorant. I've used an Old Spice. I use Old Spice Fiji, so it's like palm leaves and whatnot. It's quite nice. But the problem is, like, I don't really like having a scented deodorant and then also using cologne, so I gotta find myself a good neutral scented deodorant so that it's not interfering with my cologne smell. You should go to Bath and Body Works and smell the stuff that they have. They have gender neutral scents and aren't expensive, and they let you smell like anything. Yeah, I did like some of their, like, man smells from what I remember. I should, like, take another look at them. I rarely go into Bath and Body Works. I think I've been in 2 or 3 times, maybe. Smelled it. Oh, yeah, Lush I think I've been into once. Old Spice packaging is ugly. Old Spice has some great packaging. I like some of the Old Spice stuff. We are going to drive. I'm going to drive MIATA. Where is MIATA? Where did MIATA go? Hold up. Where? MIATA! Your favorite thing to do at Lush is steal? Don't do that, or at least don't admit to it online in public forums. Favorite Bath and Body Works. Hold up. My favorite Bath and Body Works scent are Into the Night and 1,000 Wishes. Yeah, I've got no idea either. I'll have to check them out, though. Ooh, champagne. They've got some nice, like, champagne-based sort of smells. I forget which one it was, but I do remember getting one of their, like, champagne-smelling sets, and it was really nice. Old men use Old Spice. True. True. Old men do use Old Spice. Thousand Wishes is the trendy scent. Good to know. I don't know if it'll help you. Okay, it won't. Old Spice won't help you attract DILFs. Old Spice is what DILFs wear to attract MILFs. Look, it's another MIATA! Look, it's another 2 MIATAs! Ah, it's the MIATA circuit! Let's go! I am also driving the worst out of all of these MIATAs. Go figure. I swear, I need to work on my launch. My launch is clearly not good. Is that a DeLorean? That can't be a DeLorean. I must be seeing that wrong. Why am I driving so bad? I'm all the way in 12. The other MIATAs are outpacing me. What is going on? Those really look like DeLoreans. I kind of want a DeLorean. DeLoreans are neat. That reminds me. Again, why am I doing so poorly? Look, I can't catch up. Look, there's other MIATAs that are, like, way in front of me. Why am I so far back? Like, I'm not gaining speed. Oh! Now I'm starting to actually catch up a bit. Ooh. Well, that certainly didn't help. Alright. I'm just gonna restart after that. We're just gonna restart. When Matt realizes how good I smell, he'll want to get married to you and me. No, he won't. That's not gonna work. You're on Instagram. Okay. Okay, have fun with that. I'm gonna keep trying to figure out how the heck I'm supposed to race in a MIATA. Look at little pop-ups! Look, those are other MIATAs. Look at how fast the other MIATAs are going. I don't get it. I really don't. I'm genuinely really confused about it. I'm being sandwiched by DeLoreans. These are supposed to be rare cars. I found a song that made me kind of laugh. Because it was a song about a DeLorean. And I kind of laughed, right? Because I'm like, only in the modern day would somebody write, like, a synthwave song about a DeLorean. Because, like, you know, the old vibes are supposed to be more old school, right? The DeLorean was not a good car. The DeLorean was not a popular car. The DeLorean sold really poorly, actually. Nobody in the time when these things are, like, referencing would actually write a whole song about their DeLorean. Because nobody owned it. You know, they were... Nobody liked the DeLorean. It only gained popularity because of Back to the Future, and now it has, like, an association with, like, that sort of classic retro vibes. And I think they look cool, by the way. I think the DeLorean is a really cool car. They don't sound like good cars, but they're cool cars. They're heavy. They're really, really heavy, and they come in one color. It's steel. Because the guy who decided maybe they should paint them got fired for painting them. That's true, by the way. Yeah, there was a guy who apparently put other colors on the DeLoreans, and DeLorean himself, the guy who designed the car, fired him for it. And that's why they sold poorly. It's part of it. There's a lot of other reasons, like the fact that the entire exterior is made out of stainless steel, which makes it a very heavy car, which means it handles worse than other cars of its similar size. I'm really making the DeLorean sound like a great car, aren't I? Like, genuinely, they weren't. They weren't great cars, but they are really cool cars. Also, I saw the DeLorean from Back to the Future the other day. How cool is that? Like, somebody in my area owns a Back to the Future DeLorean, and I have no idea if it's something, like, they customized themselves, or they, like, bought, whether it's like a recreation of, or like an actual prop car. I have no clue. I have no idea. All I know is I was going to work and I looked up and the car from Back to the Future was right next to me. It was very cool. I've also never seen like an actual DeLorean in person. So for my first experience seeing a DeLorean to be like the DeLorean, yeah, it's pretty neat. I am doing so poorly. I cannot tell you why I'm doing as bad as I am, by the way. I don't think it's the car. I really don't. Like I've said already, there are other Miatas in this race that are outperforming me. So I don't think it's the car. I think it's something I'm doing wrong, which might be gear shifting. I might not be shifting gears efficiently. I don't really know. I'm not sure. Oh, well, okay. Actually, I also, like, careened into a wall. That certainly didn't help. So there is that. I gotta remember I did do that. This is such a fun car to drive, though. Excuse me, I would like to pass, please. Thank you. Like, this thing turns so well. It's really fun to drive. I wish I could, you know, get some better speed. But I am enjoying driving it. I am going to redo that. My poor car. Look at how battered my poor car looks. Oh my gosh. I really hope your toe is not actually broken, but yeah, that sucks. I'm sorry. So next to it also has a fun gash. Yay. Yeah, that's oof. Unfortunately, that sounds like something you might have to get checked out. Yeah, so every time you make the actual efforts towards coming back to streaming, you have a comically bad day that feels unrealistic how much bad stuff happens at once. Yeah. Yeah, I'm sorry. That really sucks. Don't worry though, we'll still force you to get back into streaming. I have my master plan. It's probably got something to do with Helldivers 2, because they just released, like, World War I trench combat stuff, and that's awesome. You think Americans use hospitals? Yeah, we don't use that pansy stuff here. We suffer with our broken toes like real men. Also, I don't want to pay for it. What do you mean fighting against it? I don't want to go to the hospital. Oh, wait, no, I meant to do that again. Dang it, I pushed the wrong button. Look, there's a Miata on the podium. Also, that's the A80s. That's another car I can't get my hands on, by the way, an A86. I wish I could, but I'm not paying like several $1,000s for a, you know, several $100,000 for a
Hey, amiga! Haley called to say we're ready to expand. It's time for our first adventure and another secret we've been
I'm
working
blanking
on.
now. Oops.
Can't wait. Be there soon, Rummy.
No, I won't. Doing that race again like I meant to do. Anywho. Yeah, unfortunately, life is a giant struggle. Like, I just get the tireds from work, so it's not really the same thing, but I have to push myself to do more, too. I don't do enough. I need to get some kind of actual consistency going. Other countries do use hospitals too much, and also their hospitals are worse anyway. That's gonna be my big argument, right? Like, I'm sure we need a lot of healthcare reform. I would have to actually look at it, like nobody else does either, to actually tell you what actually needs to be done. That is something I will always criticize people for. It's easy to say hospitals are too expensive, but nobody's bothering to look at why and how to actually do something about it. Because I can tell you, it's a complex problem. It's not as simple as, like, hospitals charge too much, or insurance is a scam, or anything like that. It's a combination of multiple issues and multiple different points of the healthcare system that all need to be addressed independently in order to enact actual change. You know, It's not that simple. And nobody actually cares to actually look at it. They just say, oh, it's too expensive. But also, we have really good hospitals. I mean, we've actually got a lot better doctors and hospitals than people give us credit for. Even if there is, like, cost issues associated with that. So, you know, it's something that really needs to be looked at. Nobody wants to actually look at it properly. I am once again in almost last place. It's not actually last place, though, so that's good. But it is farther back than I would like to be. Thank goodness this thing loves to turn. Unlike my, Look, it's another one of me! Bonk. Another one of me! Goodbye, me. Cut in real deep here. You guys don't mind if I cut crazy deep, right? Wow, I got into second. No! I think that's another MIATA in front of me, actually. No, no, it's not. Never mind. Ooh. Oh, please don't do this. Ah, that one is another MIATA. You know, it feels to me like car games have one of two issues. They either love to make your car jump way too little or way too much. I feel like it is too easy to get air in this, versus like when I play Gran Turismo, it's like impossible to get air at all. It's really funny to me. Man, I think it's gears. I think I'm not shifting gears properly. Because you see how he just, like, instantly overtook me? I think I was actually in too high again. Well, okay, that one was the barrels. The barrels slowed me down there. I need to do some more, I guess, research into how to, like, shift gears properly. Because I've driven a manual all my life, right? I don't have an automatic transmission car. So I'm actually not used to even being able to shift gears. I've been playing games with manual transmission lately just because it's fun. I actually quite enjoy driving like this, but... Ah! Oh no, it's this spot again! I keep... Oh, that's a wall? Are you kidding? Okay. Okay. We're restarting. Ready to graduate to be able to do consistent content? I need to quit my job so I can do consistent content. That's what I need to do. Guys, give me, shoot, I forget what the numbers are. Give me my numbers so I can make this my full-time job. Then you'll get regular content. Insurance system is why... It's not just the insurance. It's not just the insurance. Because the hospitals are also overcharging your insurance, which is part of why insurance is so high in the first place. So it's multiple different aspects of the system. Not to mention, like, the pharmaceuticals are too expensive because pharmaceutical companies can patent a like, drug and then overcharge for that drug, and that causes extra... like, wear on the system. It's everything. Every single thing needs to be reviewed and adjusted. Yeah, we need to probably have regulations on the hospitals themselves, too. Like, it's a lot. Yeah, our doctors are really expensive to pay. Like, a lot of times you'll if you pay out of pocket for things, it's often cheaper than what the insurance has to pay. And that also adds problems to it. And it's got something to do with how they, like, quantify their codes and whatnot. I forget exactly what it is. I haven't done a lot of research into it. But yeah, it's fun. You probably go to sleep soon. I hope you sleep well. Yeah, if you've got stuff early in the morning, don't worry about, like, staying up. I don't know how long I never know how long I'll actually go for. So You're writing fan fiction? Wait. Wait, where are you writing fan fiction on YouTube? I'm gonna do this race again. No. You haven't seen me stream till 6 a.m. You have streamed with me till 6 a.m. That's a little bit different. Oh, these corners, man, they're killing me. I'm taking these corners really poorly. Also, this would kill your suspension, just so you know. Like, that's suspension gone. Car ruined. Like, I'm doing okay. Up until I hit those corners, and then I corner poorly, and I hit the wall, and it ruins everything. I need to learn how to drive. I need to stress. Okay. I'm driving okay. Not good, okay. Like, I'm getting something done. I'm in the thick of it now. DeLorean cut me off. That's not a DeLorean. I'm an idiot. That's an A86. That's an initial D car. I want the initial D car. That's a cool looking car. I also was interested in the Toyota Supra until I looked at what they cost, and then I lost interest in the Toyota Supra. Yeah. Being poor is fun. But it's okay. I can theoretically afford a Miata. I love them. Everybody else slamming on their brakes. Meanwhile, I'm giving it full throttle. And I'm in first. Look, I'm winning. Oh. It's another... Oh, no, never mind. I saw the pop-ups for a second. I thought it was another Miata. It is not, in fact, another Miata. That makes me feel marginally better about the fact that he just passed me. But I am back in the lead now. Ha ha ha. I might win this one. There is a distinct possibility that I could win this one. As long as I don't take another corner way too hard and fly myself off into a wall that I can't escape from, that would definitely ruin my odds of actually winning this race. It's this corner. It's this corner. Oh, come on. Oh, come on, buddy. Ah, that's gonna ruin my time, too. There it is. Oh, man. See, that was gears, for sure. I needed to downshift way quicker than that, because I wasn't... Oh, man. That corner is killing me. If I could learn how to actually take that corner, I would not be as far behind now. Now I'm going to lose, because I can't learn how to take a corner. Catching up a lot better than I thought I would, at least. But see how tight I can cut this corner. Surprisingly tight, actually. My goodness. I cannot believe I might actually... Oh, he's coming close, though. I think I got it. Yeah! I cannot believe I pulled that off. I cannot believe I pulled it around right at the end there. I can't believe I can cut that corner as tight as I am. Ooh. I did it. That's my second win, guys. You guys have seen both of my actual wins in this game. I'm learning how to drive. I'm starting to get it. Alright, let me catch back up with chat. What? Hold up. What's that about a Mads? Hold up. Okay, I gotta scroll back up. You guys have been talking. It'll absolutely happen again. We will absolutely do 6 a.m. streaming again. It'll be great. I've gone to bed at like 8 a.m. in the morning, by the way. It's a great time, I promise. I haven't seen your Mads fan fiction. What? Are you like putting it in chat? Because like if you're putting it in chat, it's getting blocked. No, because I'm not seeing it. You watch streams? It's okay. I can't watch streams. I say that I've been in like 7-hour streams before, and I do hate that. I'm not a big fan. You've probably watched Clipsy stream that long. See, I'm not even entertaining for 1 hour, so... Oh, shoot, I don't have my keys on me. I can't jingle keys in front of you. My keys, I think, are upstairs, on the key hook where they're supposed to be. I should stream art. My art's not good, but I should still stream it. What do you mean 6'7" on screen? I don't see a 6'7". I see 94, 94, 94. They're just calling it a Toyota Trueno. Trueno? Trueno. So the Trueno is the A86. It's the same car. No, this is my second win. This is the second win. You guys have watched both wins. You've been here for both of them. Well, see, I don't think YouTube is homophobic. I think YouTube is heterophobic. For like 30 minutes. See, exactly. I'm entertaining for 30... Thank you for thinking I'm entertaining at all, though. I appreciate it. But yeah, 30 minutes sounds about right. And then I get tired, and then I have zero energy. That's why I have an energy drink with me today, or at least what's left of it. I was sipping on this at work. I should not be drinking this still at 12 a.m., but I also don't want it to sit in the fridge overnight, so... Yummy. Stream a dramatic reading of your Mads fanfic. So it would only have 0 views because nobody knows who you are. I can promise you, you could potentially get a ton of views, if nothing else, ironically, on something like that. I've seen people stream worse and get views for it. Dolly would watch. That's a good point. Dolly totally would watch. Dolly would stan your Mads Mikkelsen fanfic. I don't think Mads Mikkelsen fans would care, actually. Wait, Mads fans exist? What am I saying? People like Mads Mikkelsen? America jumpsuit. Let's go. Look at him. He's so happy. He's a happy car. He's so happy. Look at him. He's smiling. He's so happy. He's on. Look at that. Look at that order. Like pop-ups. Let's go. I love the pop-ups. Well, that reminds me. I'm going to complain about pop-ups. So you know why we don't see pop-ups anymore? Pop-up headlights got banned. They got banned. You can't make new cars with them anymore. And it's some stupid thing where they're like, oh, but it's dangerous to pedestrians because they could get caught on the headlights and it would cause more damage that way. I passed... It was a Chrysler SUV with a grill that went up to my neck. You're seriously telling me that a Chrysler SUV with a grill that goes up to my neck is less of a concern than pop-up headlights on a MIATA? That is so stupid, and I hate the people who make regulations. It's infuriating. Men like Mads because he's cool? Do they really? Bears like Mads? I can believe that. I can believe that. I've never seen anything with Mads in it, I don't think. I don't think he was... Was he really voted? I don't know if you're lying when you say he was voted hottest man alive. That's the kind of thing I don't care about. Oh, bear isn't bear. I actually thought you meant bears. I thought you meant bears as in, burly gay men. I didn't think you meant bear on a boat. Was he really? That's crazy to me. I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't say it's crazy. I don't know what people like in
100
men.
yards, turn right.
I never understand when people find men attractive.
Turn around.
I never
when it is
understand the
safe to do
things
so.
people find attractive in men. I think that's really what I meant. Whoa. Wasn't meaning to spin quite that much. I was trying to do a spin, but not that much of a spin. Boink! Oh, don't spin. Oof, that. Ooh, probably killed the bumper. Yeah, look at the poor bumper. This is what so many of the ones I find online look like.
Turn around when it is safe to do so.
I don't even know what you want to guide me to. Hold up. What is that marker for? Oh, are you making me buy a house? I don't... Okay, so it's guiding me to my new main storyline quest. I am actually not going to do that. What I'm actually going to do is crash into these boards. Because I feel like it. Drive through this fence real quick.
Turn around.
And I make that jump. No, I can't. Because I'm in a MIATA. I keep trying to, like, push my brake to, like, accelerate backwards. Which is not how that works. Some games definitely do that, but this is not one of them. Also, I meant to use my handbrake. Being dumb. I'm not going to be able to get enough speed from there. Let me get further away real quick. I got to build up some speed to hit that jump. Let's try this again.
Recalculating route.
There we go. That's the 180 I wanted to do. I do need to watch more James Bond in general. That's something I do need to do. I don't find him attractive, so, you know. Do you like guys for everything but personality? Okay, shoot, what's the term? Misandrist. There we go. Okay, misandrist. Why are you outside my house? I don't like this. I'm armed. You should be careful. No, it's actually really nice. You should buy a Mads Docky. I'm not sure if that exists, but, like, good luck finding it. Good luck hunting that down. An anime oh, I don't want to see that. I'm so glad I'm not the one buying that. Yeah, I'll have to watch it. Which one was he in? I don't remember. I need to watch all the old ones, too, because he was in one of the more recent ones, right?
Safe to do so.
You're safe to do so. I don't do anything for... Dang it. I will manage this in my MIATA. I know I can manage this in my MIATA. I just need more space to build up the speed. You know what car could definitely manage this without needing the extra space to build up the speed? My 1967 Mustang GT500. But I want to do it in my MIATA, so we're going to do it in my MIATA. Just do this real quick. Why did you keep going? Why are you still going backwards? I'm pushing gas. I don't understand.
In 100 yards, turn right.
Don't tell me what to do. We're gonna make it. Yeah, we made it. And I will never use the fast travel system, so it doesn't matter. There should be a board like right here somewhere. There it is. Let me see if I can pull this off this time. Nope, I kept spinning. Why did you go into reverse? I'm going crazy with the gear shifting a little bit. Because sometimes it'll go straight from like third to first. And then I end up going into reverse by accident. Because I expected to go into second. It's fine. I'm actually going to not do any more races tonight, though, because I just won my second one. I'm going to end this on a high note. Where's my license plate? Hold up. What happened to my license plate? Where did it go? When did I lose my license plate? It's one of the new ones. See, I knew it was one of the new ones. I gotta watch all the old James Bonds, though. Project Hail Mary, I do need to watch that. I know there's a rock alien or something. That's about all I know. How are... You know, I believe you about the accounts that post nothing but pictures of him, but, like... I don't know, man. I don't see it. I don't see it at all. Yeah, I think most, if not every celebrity has that. That is true. Casino Royale. Yeah, I'll have to see it. Casino Royale. I'll remember that. I don't watch a lot of movies in general, though. See, did you see that? I pushed the button once and it went from third to first. It's because I'm not moving. That's why. It does that when I'm not actively moving when I push the button. But I wish it wouldn't. I wish it wouldn't, because I keep pushing it twice because I'm in third. And I'm trying to get... Ooh, let me just... Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Let me just do this real quick. Let me do this. Okay, well, that didn't work at all. I went right back in the direction I started. Oh, my goodness. I don't think I have the horsepower to go up this slope. Come on. There we go. I'm gonna crush that. Slowest.
Turn around when it is safe to do so.
That was another car. That car nearly hit me. I don't want to meet the NPC at the house. I don't want to advance the I don't know, campaign story. I don't know what they're calling it. I don't care.
Turn left.
Why is there a campaign in my car game? I don't care about these characters. Oh.
Turn left.
I wanted to crash into that fast travel sign, but I didn't see it. There should be an XP board right here. Where's that XP board at? Do you see it on the little mini map? It says it's right here. Where is it? Oh! There it is. Got it. The odds of your MIATA killing you are low, but never zero. There's the fast travel board. Let me just kill that real quick. I will never use fast travel. I don't understand why you would put fast travel. You know, there is a statement that I agree with from a dev I don't agree with. It was the director for, Dragon's Dogma 2, right? Where he said that if you have to have fast travel in your game, it means travel in your game is bad. I'm paraphrasing it, but it was something along those lines, right? Fast travel implies that your travel isn't enjoyable. I agree with that. I actually hate fast travel as a concept. I think your game should still be enjoyable to traverse the map of, because like if you have to rely on fast travel, it means your like base game, like the game world you've built, is not enjoyable to traverse. At which point, why is it even open, right? It should just be like level based if you're just gonna bounce between individual points within the map. Also, it's a car game. Why am I gonna fast travel in a car game? I want to go fast. I go room fun. Why do I need fast travel? That doesn't make any sense. Why'd you get in my way, car? Can't believe that car would do that to me.
When it is safe to do so.
Ooh, there's a board over in that direction.
In 100 yards, turn left.
Nope, not going there. The thing is, like, that dev in that game then had a microtransaction to sell you fast travel items. So it's like, I agree with your statement, but you ruined the statement by then turning around and selling me the item to fast travel with. Like, come on. Oh, it's on top of... Hold up. What? How am I supposed to get that? What? What? Do you see that? It's on the roof. What? I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I don't know how I'm supposed to crash into that. The car got in my way. You shouldn't have been parked there. Yeah, Ryan Gosling is a good actor. I quite enjoy Ryan Gosling. Oh, I'm just driving. Yeah, you can head to bed. If you need to head to bed, go ahead. It's like 6:20 here? My goodness. Go sleep. Yeah, I'm just driving around aimlessly now. I'm leaving races at this point for tonight because right now I'm on a high point because I won. So I'm leaving it off on a win, but I enjoy driving aimlessly. So I'm just going to wrap it up soon anyway, don't worry. You know what, I'm going to wait till I pass that 2-hour mark to actually wrap it up, because I see I've been streaming for 1 hour and 57 minutes. Hold up. 1 hour and 58 minutes, so another 2 minutes, and I'll have hit that 2-hour mark. Hey, I did something cool. I won with a MIATA. I think have a car delivered to you button is way more useful than a fast travel in a car game. I completely agree, and thankfully, this game does have both. Technically, it doesn't have both. It just gives me the option to literally just change whatever car I'm currently driving. Yeah, I just said get in the car. What do you mean? Yes, yes, deliver the car to me. Oh my goodness. Guys, I think this has more horsepower than my Miata. What did you... No, I triggered the...
There's an expression in Espanol you may have heard. But this is more than just my house is your house, my friend. This is about home and family.
Yeah, this is when I really need my actual model on screen, because I just sat there with my head in my hands, and you can't tell because I don't have a live 2D model working. Wait, did it just finally give me a title drop? How long have I been playing without a title drop?
We'll leave as soon as you are ready.
Heart attack juice. That's French for front door. Sure is. Sure is. Oh, you want my hype reel? I'm just gonna let it play my... Look at my car ad, guys. Look at my ad for my ooh-woo Corvette. Also, look at that Corvette. Isn't that beautiful? Like, that may not be my favorite generation of Corvette, but that is still a gorgeous car. I do love, even the modern Corvettes are lovely. I do see a lot of that, like, influence from Italian supercars within the modern Corvette design, which, it does stray from its roots, being the, like, the sort of luxury car that the introductory luxury car. Because a Corvette, like, if we're going to be honest, the Corvette's not actually a luxury car. You get into actual luxury cars, and they get a lot more expensive, right? The Corvette sits in this comfortable spot where it's offering luxury options while still being relatively affordable. Much like where the Mustang hits, where it's still offering, like, muscle car, like, options, while still being relatively affordable. That's like what the Corvette is for, like, sort of luxury cruiser cars, right? But the more recent Corvettes have leaned it more towards that sort of supercar direction, and that's reflected in the way they've been handling the body designs for these cars, too, because this is far closer to a Lamborghini or a Ferrari. More so Ferrari than Lamborghini, but it leans closer to those cars than the designs that they've had before this for Corvettes, which personally I don't like as much. I like the designs they had in the generations before this. I specifically like when they still had the round taillights. I am actually one of the people that still remembers that and still likes the old taillights better. I really like the round taillights. I think they look really good. But yeah, still a beautiful car, for sure. Still an absolutely gorgeous car. I really want the... What was it? The 78, I think it was? Give me a second. '78 Corvette Stingray. Oh, yeah. Yeah, the 78. I really like the 1978 Stingray. I think that's a gorgeous car. So I would love to own one of those if I could get my hands on one. I got really upset. I found a listing on Facebook Marketplace for a 78 Corvette that was in absolutely abysmal condition. It was like I parked it outside for several years and the thing looks awful and probably doesn't run anymore kind of car. It made me quite sad. I'm gonna change my car real quick. Let me,
Looking to upgrade your ride? You've come to the right place. Let me show you around.
It's a turbocharged, can now be fitted to turbocharged vehicles. Okay. Oh, wait! Oh, let's go.
You can always give me your car. Set a performance target.
Okay.
I'll choose the parts and do all the work myself.
We don't want to do auto. I don't want that.
Out.
Body
Because
kits, improved custom upgrades,
no?
tuning setups. Oh, I can finally do all this stuff. Let's go. Okay, I don't care. We're working on the wrong car. We gotta go back to the garage real quick. What I want to be working on is either my Miata or my Shelby. I want to work on both. Let's take a look at the Miata first. Yeah, don't show me this message again. Why are you showing it to me every time I open... Oh, lights! Don't show me this again. Leave me alone. Alright, let's see. Tires, aero, conversions, change major components of your car.
If you
Like
want to
what?
change out your entire engine,
Engine
we do that
swap,
here.
drivetrain swap. Please tell me I can make it. Guys. All-wheel drive Miata. I can have an all-wheel drive Miata. I can make... Please tell... I gotta see something. Hold up. Body kit, aspiration. We're definitely gonna turbocharge this. I need to know drive.
You can swap out your drivetrain here.
Transmission, differential, driveline, clutch. Not what I'm looking for, but very cool. I need to know tires and trim.
Oh,
Can I?
we have tires, my friend.
Rim style, rear track width, rim size, rear tire width. Not really what I'm looking for. Can I not lift it? I might not be able to lift it. Oh, I can't lift it. I see this kit a lot, by the way. I see this sort of wide body kit. I see this on a lot of, like, what people, when people turn them into drift cars, I definitely see this a lot on people's drift cars. I really like the stock Miata body. This is, like, my favorite look for the Miata. I understand this when you're turning it into a drift car, but I'm a big fan of the stock look. I think it looks great. When someone says, trust me, no, it makes me not trust them. I know, right? Anyway, let's take a look at engine swaps real quick. Let me do 3.2 liter 6 i6, 2 liter i4, raising 3 liter 16 1.6 liter i4 turbo rally. What is V8? Excuse me? 4 rotor? Hold up. Can I? That's a rotary engine. Fit Miata versus overweight Miata? Absolutely. That's a rotary. Isn't that cool? That's funny. So that's a lower displacement. So it's a 1.6 liter i4. Like, this is a 94, which means it should have the 1.8 liters. So this is a lower displacement engine than the one that should be in this stock if they've actually got it set up properly, which unfortunately it's not telling me what's in here. This does bother me. This is actually bothering me because this is a 94. That's when they moved to the 1.8 liter engine. This is why I want a 94 or later, by the way. That and they have passenger airbags. Again, I keep saying this, right? Personally, I don't care about the passenger airbag, but I'm pretty sure whoever my passenger is going to care about the passenger airbag, so I want the one that actually had passenger airbags, which started in 94. So 94, 5, 6, and 7 all have passenger airbags. They have the 1.8 liter i4 engine as opposed to the 1.6 liter i4 engine. So that's why I'm looking at the 4, 5, 6, 7s. I want a 97, because that would make it the same age as me, and I love that. But the ones I find on sale the most are the 90 and 91, specifically. And those are the ones I see people reselling the most. So it's quite frustrating looking to buy one of these. 16T? You telling me there's 16 cylinders in there? That doesn't make sense. That sounds real nice. I like that. Oh man, I want V8 MIATA. That just sounds so fun. We're gonna look at some of the other stuff. Aspiration, what can I do to you? Single turbo, can I do twin turbo? Centrifugal supercharger. Oh, I can hear it spooling. Hold up. Sorry, I'm listening to hear if I can see the supercharger, the turbocharger, excuse me, spooling. I can hear it a little bit. So I'm going to go ahead and slap a... Did that work? Yes, it did. It's got a turbo on it. Awesome. That is way harder to do in real life, by the way.
Adjust your handling here.
Yeah. Brakes. I know what brakes are. Springs. Anti-roll bars. Weight reduction? What can I do for weight reduction? What does that mean? Hold up. I don't... Okay, it's dropping handling, raising acceleration. I want to know what it actually means by this, though. Like, how is it reducing the weight? Right? What's it actually doing? Because weight reduction is just you removing stuff, right? Obviously. But, like, street weight reduction, sport weight reduction, I don't understand what that technically means in this case. It doesn't mean much of anything, really. I think that's the reality of it. Because, like, when you actually do this, it's like, okay, what do I need in the car? If you're going for, like, maximum weight reduction, it's like, well, time to rip out the power steering unit, like, system. Let's rip out the AC system. And AC delete on these is actually really common, because people will take out the AC, which half the time it's broken anyway because they're really old, so they take out the air conditioning and they replace it with a turbocharger, right? I've seen that. You know, you rip out the stereo system, the entire stereo. You can actually take out the passenger seat. I've seen people take out the passenger so they only have a single driver's seat. That's how you actually do weight reduction, so they just put a name on there. This doesn't mean anything to me. Also, why is it costing me money? What do you mean it's costing me money to remove components in my car? This shouldn't cost me money. Weight reduction should be free. I'm not going to touch this, though, because I don't understand the stats. Roll cage? Why do I need a roll cage? Yeah, why am I not doing the work? I was going to reduce my launch. How is... How is... I don't get how that's increasing my acceleration. I don't get it. I don't understand. I'll slap that on there, though. Oh, neat. I actually might want some anti-roll bars. I want to look into this a little bit more, though, and see if that's good for drift builds, though. Because I am going to want to drift around with this thing. Springs, nip springs, and dampeners can make a big difference in your car's handling by maintaining optimum ride height and tire contact. These I want. Unlock spring, dampeners, and alignment tuning. Let's go. Race spring, race sport, race spring and dampeners. What are they going to do? Drift springs and dampeners is probably actually what I want. What I want is stiffer springs. It's not telling me whether these are actually stiffer or not, though. That's what I actually want to see. Oh, look, it's adding more weight. Who would have thought? Braking distance, acceleration speeds, lateral G's, not what I'm looking for. It's not giving me the information I'm looking for. Maybe it doesn't actually matter, and they're just doing statistics for these. Anyway, we're putting drift springs on here. Let's put better brakes on here while we're at it, too. Street brakes, sport brakes, versus race brakes. Unlocks brake tuning. Let's go. It's going to decrease my handling. I don't know if that's going to matter if I'm drifting with it. How is that going to decrease my handling? That doesn't make sense. How is that going to... How is that increasing my acceleration? This should be increasing my brake response time. I don't understand how that's increasing my acceleration. Is it a weight reduction thing? It's heavier. The weight's going up. I don't know. We're going to put those on there. Tires. Let's leave these alone. Rim style. What have I got for rim style? Sport rims. Mazda sport rim style. Front rim size and rear rim size options. Okay, so they're just gonna unlock new options, I think. Alright. I'm just gonna leave a lot of these alone, honestly. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave these alone. Yeah, I'm gonna leave them alone. Ooh. Tires. The Hot Wheels. Drift compound. I am not going to touch too much of this until I actually get to feel what my car feels like with a couple mods I've done to it already.
If you want to change your aerodynamics, it's all here.
Yeah, I would hope so. No! No! He's not happy anymore. Look at that big lip. I like the way the stock... Oh, I've seen that one on cars before. I like the way the stock one looks, though. Oh, you know what? I might want a little bit of a spoiler, actually. I don't think I want a full wing. That's not a wing, that's a spoiler. That's a wing. What do you mean?
Do you want to continue working, or shall we get these installed?
Oh, now it's gonna make me pay for stuff. Alright. Why is it trying to kick me for inactivity? I'm modifying my car. Ooh, tire pressure. That's cool. Gearing, final drive. I can't mess with it. Unlocked by installing sport or race transmission upgrades. Whoops. Go back to my upgrades. So let me find my transmission. Drivetrain, clutch, trans. Speed. I don't want to put a sport transmission. All this is gonna unlock final gear ratio. Awesome. What? How many speeds is that though? Because a stock transmission is a 5-speed transmission. I'm assuming it's a 6-speed transmission. It's going to decrease the handling by a little bit. That's fine. It's going to decrease its off-road a little bit. That's probably fine. I do not want the acceleration to go down. That's frustrating. Yeah, let's go ahead and see how that works. Ooh, that's gonna make my acceleration go up. Somehow I'm gonna make my braking increase too. I don't understand that. Just a heavier one. Let's just go with the basic steel one for now. See how that affects the car. Clutch. Let's ignore that for now. Differential? What differential is in here? Stock diff, that doesn't... Okay, see, this is another thing. This is what I'm talking about, right? That... Okay, maybe I'm overthinking. Maybe I'm overthinking the car game here. Stock diff. These cars come with 2 different diffs. There is the open differential and the limited slip differential. So stock differential means 2 potential different things here. So I don't know what that means when he says stock differential, and this is not helping. I don't know what that means. But then I go over here and it's like sport diff, race diff, off-road diff. That doesn't... What does that mean? Does that mean locking differential? A drift diff is either a welded differential or a form of limited slip differential, so I don't know what any of this means. Rally diff? What does that mean? And what is it affecting? What is it actually doing? I don't understand. I don't know what these are doing stat-wise even. Because look, nothing's changing. I have been doing a lot of research recently on car stuff. But I don't know what this means. And I don't know what it's changing because it's not telling me what it's changing. It's letting me do different stuff. Like, this is unlocking acceleration differential tuning, unlocking differential tuning, unlock full differential tuning. I actually want one of these. I don't know which one I want, though, because I don't know what it's actually doing. Because see, it's not showing any difference in any of these stats. I don't know what it's doing. Like, obviously, it should change the way my differential behaves, but, like, I don't know how it's going to be changing the way my differential is going to behave. I don't get it. I'm going to grab the drift diff, because I want to do more drifting, but I just don't know what that means. I don't know how it's going to affect it. The cartism. Yeah, it's the cartism. I just wish I knew what it meant. So we're going to actually go ahead...
The parts, I'll run cost projections. Here's your current
Let
total.
me go ahead and buy and install these parts. I'm going to go ahead and install these. I'm going to drive around with it before touching anything to see what it's actually doing to my car. Now, see if I want to actually keep these or not. I'm probably over... Look, he's so epic. Look at him go. He didn't flip up the headlights. Oh, from the garage, they're flipping up the head. Oh, wow, look, I got a roll cage. What?
We're ready for the next stage of the Horizon adventure. Ramiro has marked out potential outposts to expand to and new event types to unlock.
What?
The choice is yours. Where shall we go first?
Huh? I don't know. What? Baja? Like Baja Blast? I don't know what this means.
Horizon Baja, eh? Perfect location for the cross-country racing outpost.
That's probably not what my car is good for at this point. I got a feeling. What if I just go... Oh, it's not letting me go back. It's making me pick... Fine. Fine. Let me poke buttons. I don't...
Perfecto. You could lose yourself for years in the Baja.
That's why I have you, right? Be there soon.
Turn around when it is safe to do so.
Don't tell me what to do. This is a rough road. Oh, right. I don't know how to get that one. Alright, so I can definitely feel the acceleration difference. Okay, yeah, no. Going uphill was a bad idea. What was I thinking? I don't have all-wheel drive. That roll cage is very noticeable. It's distracting.
Turn around
Oh, also,
when
by
it
the
is
way,
safe
speaking
to
of,
do
like,
so.
expensive cars, right? Do you have any idea how expensive this hardtop is on its own? It's driving me insane. They've got, like, the nicest version of this car in this game, and it makes me really sad because, man, I wish I could get one. Do you have any idea how rare I even see the hardtop? Like, ugh. This is, like, the nicest hardtop, too. It's got the defroster and everything. They don't all have that.
Turn around when it is safe to do so.
Safe to do so.
Recalculating route.
I will have you know I will just spin. Oh, it recalculated my route already. Give me a second. Now it needs me to do another U-turn because it changed. Ooh, that felt good, actually.
In 400 yards, turn right.
What's a yard? Oh, I'm not turning. Maybe I drove a little too fast there. It's a distinct possibility.
Turn right.
Nope, I'm gonna drift right. Oh, drifted a little too close to the sun. Unfortunately, upgrading my car probably means that they're going to give me better opponents to race against. I still probably need to get a better engine. Like, I'm definitely hitting higher speeds quicker, but I probably need to get myself a better engine if I really want to hit better top speeds. Also, I'm pretty sure the stuff I just selected...
You have arrived early,
oh, that is not what I meant to
but
do.
the next Horizon Arcade event will begin shortly.
Don't care.
Enjoy.
Oh, that's not turning. Why is that not turning? Maybe because I'm driving at 100 miles per hour. That might be it, actually. I want to try and... well, that's kind of what I wanted to do, but... I didn't maintain that drift for long enough.
In 400 yards, you will arrive at your destination.
I'm having a bit of a harder time throwing it out after modifying it.
You have arrived at your destination.
No idea what my destination actually is, by the way. It'd be a lot easier regain control, which, probably not a bad thing technically, but... I want to do the drifting. I'm having a hard time. Oh, that was... I started... I think I need to change my tires. They're too grippy. What time is it? Oh boy, I played for another 30 minutes after, too. Hours. Yeah, I think I gotta go change my tires. Maybe get less handling, actually. That's a desert. I want to see if it'll let me drive into the desert. Something tells me that's off the map. I got a distinct suspicion that the desert climate without anything in it. I was mistaken. Oh boy. I was very mistaken, and I'm very happy to be mistaken. Oh wow, a 1, 2, 3, 4 listing just popped up in my notifications. You know what that means? It's a fake listing. I'm so happy I'm wrong. Look at me out in the dunes. This is great. Oh, that looks like another biome I can probably drive into. I can't look up. I wish I could look up. Wow, that is crazy air. I'm about to lose control. Nope, still driving. Where are the board? There, the board. Oh. I thought I was going to go through that. I'm going to be honest. I wonder how fast I can go backwards. I should probably look where I'm driving. There we go. Oh, that, okay. Looks like a good drift spot. Can I? Yeah, I need to change my tires for sure. I need probably different compounds. I need something that's going to slip more. It's not slipping enough. Crazy as that might sound, you do need the ability to lose traction on your rear tires in order to initiate a proper drift, and it just doesn't seem to want to do that. I should be gear shifting up. Whoops. I can, of course, initiate a decent drift if I use my e-brake. But I'd kind of like to not use my e-brake. Because, I heard from a drift coach that you shouldn't be relying on your e-brake, that you don't need to use your e-brake typically, and that it ends up being a bit of a crutch. How is that a drift? Don't tell me that was a drift. It's one of those things that becomes too much of a crutch if you lean on it too much. It can definitely be handy, like, if I wanted to just, like, pop this real... Oh, that didn't work. Never mind. Never mind, that did not work. Like, I'm not initiating it well enough. So I need to see about that compound. That should probably be able to help me get a drift going more efficiently. These roads are also really straight, which is certainly not helping. I don't know why I'm not getting any faster than this, though. This car is capable of getting higher speeds. Yeah, see what I mean? Like, I'm pushing it all the way, and it's not losing traction. Which, maybe I need slippier tires? I'm very confused at the speeds of them, though. I wonder if I damaged something. Oh, maybe I damaged the engine in that head-on collision I did with the wall. That would make sense. I definitely think I have a transmission that is capable of doing more than my engine is right now. So I might want to consider looking at... I'm still going. I'm just driving aimlessly. I need to wrap up. Let me see if I can hit a sick E-drift here. Oh, that was not a sick E-drift, actually. I lost the slide way too early. Yeah, I should get slippier tires. Could probably actually see about... I think all of the tire options were larger than the stock ones. So that's unfortunate. Ooh, there's a sick curve coming up ahead. Let's see if I can... Nope, that did not work. I'm gonna try and e-brake drift across the around this one here. Ah, that was bad. That was terrible. I'm so sad. It's telling me to drive to the thing and do the thing, but it also got rid of my GPS location. Yeah, I think I need looser tires. Might be something else I need to do too. Like, I'm a little bit confused over how some of the customization is set up here. Ooh, let me just hit that real quick. Nice. Oh boy, I leveled up. I don't know what that means, but I leveled up. Oh, you know what? I bet putting on that spoiler doesn't help me, lose rear traction. Which is step 1 in initiating a sick drift. Ooh, look at that glint. Yeah, I'm losing too much speed using that e-brake too. That was kind of a drift. Oh, hey, I'm heading towards the Hot Wheel stuff. I'm crying. It's just not working great. Ooh, potentially good. Okay, I'm gonna... I said I was gonna stop it here, so I'm gonna stop it here. I will literally drive aimlessly for hours. Clearly, it's nearly an hour later already, and I've just been driving aimlessly. So, with that said, without further ado, thanks everyone for showing up. I've certainly had fun. I am glad I finally unlocked all the car customization stuff. I'm gonna have to really mess with it. Where is my license plate? What happened to my license plate? Have you noticed? It's been gone. I have a license plate. What happened to my license plate? Hold up. Sorry, give me a second. I'm pretty sure there's a spot for that. Wasn't there? I swear there was... Maybe it's back at the garage that I have to go to look at license plate. What happened to my license plate? It's gone. Look at that. I just got a big Nike patch on the back of my car where it's supposed to say Uwu. Where is my Uwu license plate? Also, just look at this terrain. This is lovely. I don't know why my license plate's gone. Anyways, outro. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. I've had fun. I hope you guys have had fun. And with that being said, before the autism get distracted by something else, I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.